we apologize for that. It was a little thing with my headset. It wasn't on. We apologize. But welcome to the World Championship of LudoSport Champions Arena 2019. My name is Eli,
And I am Olga.
and we will try to guide you through this awesome event. And now the athletes are preparing to
For the
start.
opening ceremony. They're being called to the center for the opening ceremony right now.
Yes, exactly. And we are waiting for everything to start, basically. So, Olga, what is LudoSport?
LudoSport is it's a fencing-based discipline, we could say. It is a sport, of course, but we don't like to call it combat because it requires control and it's not meant to kill anybody. It is still combat, though. Um, we fight with different weapons, and just now we have three different weapons. It's a longsword, which is the basic one, and most of the styles are based on it. And then we have dual wielding, and the blades are a little bit shorter, and you have two of them. And then we have staff, which is basically what the name is. It's a long stick.
Yes, a stick with a
the,
middle
the
hilt and blades to both
two
sides.
other
Yeah,
sides, yeah.
and the goal is to hit the O area, which is
From the knee above to and from the elbow above and the top of the head, not the sides, not the face, not the neck. So
exactly, and thus accruing points,
yes.
which then will lead to a elimination phase that will start tomorrow. But today we only have the group play or the pools, um, which we will cover with two different cameras, four pools, and one camera will catch two pools each. And you can either choose to listen to what me and Olga says and show the camera that we choose for you, or you can choose
The other
any.
camera and not listen to any commentary.
Exactly.
We will be as uh, even as we can between the pools. We will focus on the first arena first and do a whole match and then move to the second arena. And if they're not finished with their match, I will do the rest of that one and one hole on the second arena and then move to the third one and do the same. So we can focus on each arena separately.
Exactly. So that is how it will go. Um, we have athletes here from how many countries is there? It will be,
6, 7.
I believe we have Italy, we have Spain, we have Sweden, we have the UK, we have the US, and we have France.
And we have Ireland.
Ireland, yes. So 7 countries
Yeah.
and a lot of academies.
Mhm.
Um, yes, academies. Olga, what is an academy in LudoSport?
Well, that is a difficult definition you're asking me for. It is a self-standing organization from which a number of schools can depend. In Sweden, for example, we have only one academy that covers the whole country. But in Italy, I know they have several academies, maybe one for each region, and they each have several schools depending on it.
Yeah, and in the schools that gathers in the academy, there are clans that train together in different levels of Ludosport, different forms of Ludosport.
It's
Uh,
important to mark, though, that not because you only know one form, you're at a disadvantage. You are not. Every form is supposed to be able to meet any other form. What you get with the course of the time is experience, and so you might be better at the first form when you've been doing it for 3 years than on your first year. But if you only know one form, you should still be able to meet any other person doing 7 forms, for example.
yes, exactly. So, and in Ludosport we compete in. It's actually two competitions in one match.
Hmm.
You get the competition of getting the point on the O area, but you also compete in style, which is how well you perform your form. So in the end of this event tomorrow, we will get, or the officials will give out the prize for the best war points and the best style
Style
points.
points, yeah.
And even if you don't get to the end of the elimination round, you still have a possibility to accrue the style prize. So it's interesting to stay on to the end to see who wins the style because no one knows that.
it might be somebody that gets eliminated on the first round of the eliminations tomorrow, or even that doesn't even move on from the pool today. I think it's fascinating how you can be the best in style and still not make it to the elimination. So
Yes, exactly.
it used to be we're trying out the new system of the style points award now, in which you have the same chance, the same amount of points that you can reach from the pools as well. Because we noticed with the old system that only the people who moved into the eliminatories and to these final stages of the eliminatories who could actually be eligible for the style points, and that was not really fair.
Yeah. So now we have changed into, I don't know if you said it because I don't hear what you're saying, but so now, independent of how far you come, you get the same point, a point. So,
Yep.
so yeah, it will be interesting, but because this is the first time we use that, you said
Yes,
that?
I did.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
good. We will try to hear each other. It's a lot of audience
Outside
noise right
noise,
now,
yes.
but during the matches, it is a
Silent.
custom that it gets a little more quiet to focus on the match, and then we will
You are
hopefully hear each
supposed,
other.
as an audience, to stay quiet while the matches go on,
Yeah,
because you are not allowed to distract the athletes while they compete. So,
exactly. Oh,
oh,
now it
looks like we
happens stuff.
start. No, or
Let's
not.
see.
She's still calling for people, though.
What?
She's still calling for the people.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
So we are a little late right now, but as it seems, they are going on with the opening ceremony in a few minutes. So you will have to stick with us until then.
I
I
apologize for that.
I think you will survive. We are splendid people.
No, we're not. We're fun people, though. We
Yes,
try to be fun people.
yes. So a little more about me and Olga. We are from LudoSport Sweden, both of us, and we are instructors in Form 1,
Mhm.
both of us. Um, yeah, that's it about us. We're not that.
We're from two different schools, but we have the same instructor, and
Yeah.
there's people coming to speak with us.
What? Yes.
There was one official that didn't know that we were actually
Yeah.
streaming, so he came to ask if we were
Yeah.
casting, and
So
kind
as
of
I said,
freaked.
yep. As I said before, you at home can choose cameras, um, and we have two cameras then. One of them, I will show you how we will change between them. We change to this one. So this is where you will see the opening ceremony and also arena 1 and 2. And then we have our camera number 2, which will show arena 3 and 4, which you see now. And then we have, of course, us.
Us.
So um, during the matches, you won't see us that much. It's only
No.
if it gets some downtime and we want to explain something.
Mhm.
Uh, but you will mostly see the two cameras. But you can, as Olga explained, also choose to see a specific arena without listening to us. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah,
yeah.
that's how it works. Um,
Um, so let's see here. I am going to pick up our statistics so that we have the.
I believe that the commentary is open for this video, so in case we will have a 15-minute break when the pools change from the first pool to the second pool. So if you have any comments or questions or anything, it would be good if you could add them in the comments so we can address them in those 15
Yes.
minutes of downtime. And now it's getting very quiet. It looks like it's going to begin soon.
Let's see here.
We see some athletes warming up and doing rinse and
Da, 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 da.
stretching. And
What?
there's a lot of energy here. People running around and hugging and
Yeah.
laughing. I love that about this sport. We maybe meet once a year for 2 days for Champions Arena, but people remember you by name and they recognize you and they come directly to you for a hug.
Yes. Yeah. So from LudoSports France, we have a troop of 6 people. Um, they most of them are from Paris, but we also have one from LudoSport Montpellier. Uh,
Okay.
so that's interesting. From Ireland, we actually just have two people from LudoSport Dublin.
Hmm.
Um, and then we have Italy. I need to count those out so I see how many there are.
We have 6 spots per academy. And in this, Italy has an advantage because they have so many academies. So, for example, if there is only one academy in France, they can only send 6 people for the whole country. But if in Italy you have 3 academies, they could send up to 18 people.
Yeah, they have sent 20 people to this year.
So, yeah.
So and this about 6 persons per academy. That's a truth with
Hmm.
differences because it's actually 6 persons per national tournament, and then we send then the Ludosport. Then we take some from our internal system, my Ludosport,
Academies, yeah.
and that's where most many Italians gets
Their spots.
their
Hmm.
spots. Yes, and then we have also that the Society of Ludosport Masters
Can
chance that.
invite people.
Yeah, exactly. We have a question from Jalapeno Dude 117, and that's what arenas will Erin be style judging? I think she will be style judging the third arena, so you should watch camera 2 to see Erin's style judging.
Mhm.
That's what I think. I will give you more information about that if it shows that I'm wrong. Yes. If you wonder why I'm looking that way, that is because I have the stream there, so that's where I see your comments. If I'm looking there, it's
Mm.
because I need to check it.
And if you
Um,
see me staring that way, it's because I see the queue of people trying to get their sabers checked out before we can
yes,
start.
exactly.
So I'm checking the progress and how long it will take until this ceremony.
Mm.
I thought we could talk a little bit about the judges.
Yes.
So, where should I start? So, our building values, the things that we base the sport on, are 3 notions. Servizio, cura, and rispetto. Of course, everything is in Italian. But servizio is what the judges do in a tournament. Uh, what they do is they make sure that the fight is fair in a way. Uh, I'm sorry, we're getting a question and I am trying to speak over it. Give me a second. It's the LudoSport official.
Ludosport Internationals. Yeah.
I
So,
am very sorry about that interruption. People come and talk to us because they see us speaking in a microphone and they ask questions about the streaming. So I'm sorry about that.
yeah. And now I haven't listened to a word you have said because people are talking to me.
I
But
was apologizing because of the interruptions.
ah, good.
So
So
going back to Servizio.
oh, here comes yes. Um,
Please ignore the master taking pictures about
yes,
us and
yes. I'm like, ooh, the master.
continue
No,
talking about
yes,
Servizio.
Servizio, yes. It's the thing about Servizio during classes is that it's focused upon giving your clanmates the best training that they can get. Uh,
And also being as honest about the points that you get on you as possible.
exactly.
You're not allowed to say that somebody else got hit by you. You can't say I hit him first, but you have to declare when somebody hits you.
Yeah,
So and that is what the officials do during tournaments. You have to declare, but you still have an official there to make sure that you do because the adrenaline is up and you're nervous and you're focusing on something else and you
exactly.
maybe missed that you've been touched.
Yes, exactly. So that is the work of the officials. And
Mhm.
then, apart from the officials, we also have the style judges who is judging the style according to a specific formula then,
Mhm.
which we talked about earlier. Um, so um, so that's about the judges basically. In each arena, we'll have 2 officials, one main official and then one assistant official. And then when we go on to the finals, that will multiply, and in the final game, we will probably have 4 or more of the officials, depending on uh, what need the event manager feels. there to be.
Mhm. And the people from the
So
staff
now
seem to be
now people are starting
gathering.
to
Yes.
fight. Friendly, of course, but starting to try out.
They're sparring a little bit.
Yes. Uh, so yes. Now I'm going to ask Carlos, who is our main guy when it comes to the
Streaming.
technical stuff. This shouldn't we have? So we're making sure that every arena is marked up with arena 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that's Carlos knows how to do that. I'm just sitting here.
It was
So
good that he caught it because then when we refer to an arena, people can follow what we say, but they can also follow the results as
exactly.
they become apparent.
Um, let's see here.
Mhm.
Another thing that is, yeah,
Mhm. Okay.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So we will show we will fix that onto the actual match streams, but just so
Mhm.
that we are uh,
Commenting.
available with
Yes.
it. Yay!
I
Thanks,
find
Carlos.
I find really exciting knowing that people will focus on certain specific forms. I've already heard of two people who are going for Form 9, which is
Yes,
stuff.
we
I
have
didn't even know that it was approved for combat because it's not finished yet.
no, but it's in the ITR, the income tournament rules, which are the rules that we follow, and there we have provisions for how to use staff and Form 8.
Hmm.
So even if the form is not done, it is enough done to be used in tournaments.
That is very
Um,
exciting.
mm,
And then I know, for example, that there is one competitor who told me that he will focus on only Form 1 and 4. And I am
oh,
excited to see
yeah,
if he doesn't lapse into anything else.
yeah,
You know?
that'll be because when you have multiple forms, it is so easy to slide into it with
Without
just your muscle
noticing,
memories. Yeah.
yes.
So that's it will be interesting to see,
Yeah.
indeed.
I promise I will point him out when he drops into our camera.
Yes. So about the pools, we have 8 pools. First, we will do A, B, C, and D 1, and then we will have a short break and do A, B, C, and D 2, and wait for and yeah, go with that. So in Arena 1, there will be all the A pools, the both A pools, and Arena 2 will have both of the B pools, and Arena 3 both of the C pools, and Arena 4 both of the D pools. Um, so that's how it would
I
go.
believe the
Let's see.
lists and the pools have been
Yeah.
published.
Um, so
We're
so
figuring out a very interesting way to communicate with the people around us so that they don't have to speak to us in a
that
loud
sounds good.
voice, yes.
That sounds good. So as I said, we have was it 7 from from the French
6
France,
from the French.
6 French, and
1 from
then we have
Montpellier and the rest from Paris.
yes, exactly. And then we had 2 from Ireland and 20 from Italy. So and then we have 6 from Sweden, where we're from.
I
And then we
promise
have
to be impartial, but right now when I don't have to, I'm going to say, yay!
yay! But as Olga said, we shall try to be impartial as much as we can.
I think we can do a good job because we love the sport a lot more than we love the Swedish team.
Yes, that is true. Oh,
Somebody's trying to bribe us with
yes,
yes.
we got Jaffa cakes. Wonderful. I place it here. Then we have Spain. This I need to actually count out. So we got.
Mm,
So from Spain we have 12 athletes. One from the Barcelona Academy and the rest of them from the Madrid Academy.
mhm.
UK we have 10 10 not academies but
Participants,
10
yes.
participants. And then from the United States of America we have 6.
Mhm.
And that totals a number of 64 athletes. Um,
I'm excited to see that they have officials from every country as well.
Yes.
Up until now, we've had a vast majority of officials who were Italian, and now we're starting to see people from everywhere. Ooh, they're calling for the athletes. I think we should change the camera
Yeah,
now. Yeah.
let's do that. So now we see the athletes and the staff
Gathering.
gathering to do the opening ceremony. And right before was we have Mariah with the microphone. We don't see her that well now, but
This is the volume of the camera, so you can tune it here.
yeah, great,
Tune it,
great.
okay.
So here we have all the 64 athletes, some staffs and some officials. I don't think you can see all of them because, well, they're
We
way
need a
out.
wider camera.
Yeah, but they will all walk towards us here, so it won't be a problem. You will see them all.
Look at that. I can see people from different countries. They're all mixed up. It's not like every country is sticking up together. They're
No,
hugging and jumping and laughing with each
exactly.
other. I love that about
Yeah,
LudoSport.
they're having fun, and that's such an important part of this sport that you have fun. But now I think they actually are trying to
Organized by country, yes.
yeah, so that the ceremony will go smooth-ish. The port side is strong within this event. I agree, Padawan Channel.
Hi, Marta. She says hi
Hello.
there.
Yes. Let's see here. So we're just waiting to get everything ready. During the ceremony, we won't speak that much. We might just um, say which country is being called up, but more than that, we will just stay silent and eat our cakes.
I don't think we will have to say it because they will say it really loud with a
Exactly.
microphone. So
Yeah.
we will stay silent.
Awesome.
Can I have my backpack, please?
Your backpack or your bag?
No, the backpack. I need my meds. Easy.
Yes, I have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, it's good.
People have a last question. La gente viene y nos pregunta cosas. No voy
Ya,
hablando en el micrófono,
mandate esa mierda.
pero no puedo porque estoy grabando. Sí.
För de har inga, alla har inte flaggor.
The ones that were before was the Irish troop. So here we have Sweden, the 6 athletes from Sweden. Let's see here. Here comes the troop from the United States of America. It seems I've counted wrong because there are... Okay, yeah, okay, so 6. 7 persons, but 6 outdoors. Here we have the French troop coming out. What? Yeah, steps.
Here comes the UK.
British troop. They are a lively bunch. And here comes the enormous troop from Italy. 20 athletes, all in all. Now we get to see all the academy delegates, which are responsible to fix things for the respective country, basically.
And here comes the style judges for this tournament.
Yeah, it's a big diversity in country this year amongst officials, which is good.
And finally, the creators of the unique and beloved stopping master.
Oh, sorry for that. Here comes the founding masters of LudoSport, Gianluca Longo and Simone Spriatto.
This one here, we are waiting a little of everyone here.
So now everyone is gathering for a group shot. We are adjusting the camera a little. This is all the 64 athletes, the income personnel, and the founding masters.
I can say that we're going to practice and prepare stuff. So are we going to prepare everything or see you back lesson tomorrow this week?
Det blir bra. Jag slår igång den.
So now we are going to take a short break in the stream to set up the cameras for the live stream. So we will be back with you in a few minutes. Thank you for being with us so far. See you soon.
Vale, esto me ha dicho creo una vez. Y creo que no había nada más. Plan. Alargando. Vale. Esto me lo muestro por si pues muchísimas gracias.
Seems like I'm. So we are back and we are now announcing.
And now, my colleague Rosa is going to read the poem in order that every contestant goes to ESO arena. Thanks again, Olga. Hello. Who's the name what? Alex Blanco, Justin Lawson, Luis Perea, George Roque, Michael Scotti, Eva Linton, David Boyer, Liz McCoy, Arena 1. Pool C1, Matías Carpintero, Jeremy Miller, Guillermo Serra, Nens Thompson, Marco Bandolo, Piero Ricardo, Justin Arena 2. Pool C1, Francesco D'Alessio, Thomas Hartman, Lee Goulot, Esther Lancha, Carlos Jiménez, James Sixtus, Simone Mascolino, Gaia Pro, Arena 3. Pool C1, Daniel Martí, Martín Antón, David Gómez, Daniel Castro, Luke Wood, Mateo de Carrasco, Matías Rey, John Carlos, Arena 4. Pool E2, Francesco Superiori, Ideale, Jorge Carrasco, Robin Ferris, Daniel Stamper, Moreno Betty, Philip Sabat, Michael Christopher, Arena 1. Pool E2, Mauro Antononi, Mariana Laval, Israel Suárez, Bruce Barr, Pietro Scalita, Mauro Monteiro, Tim Cicero, Darren Gray. Arena 2. Pool C2, Simon Pedazzi, Pierre Sante, Daniel Duarte, Joel Pogosino, Richard Jones, Flavio Bonelli, Andrea Marti, Alvin Lumsky. Arena 3. Pool C2, Andrea Ferrario, Joe Fraser, Janissa Halou, Raúl Gutiérrez, Paulo Blanco, Fabio Pesci, Julián Roca, Miguel Torres. Arena 4. Os recordamos que todos los participantes deberán verificar la puntuación tras los combates, acudiendo a la mesa al final del encuentro. We remind you, all participants must verify the score after the match with the official winner. Después de los combates, asegúrate de llevar contigo todas tus pertenencias y no dejar de efectuar.
The lower right. It's not the lower left, it's the lower right.
Yeah, sorry. I'm switching to you. Ready? So we are on.
Soon. Now we are on again. Nice. Hello, everyone. The pools have just been announced, which persons are in which pools, and we are waiting for the first matches to start.
We've been getting questions about how to switch between cameras. If you cannot do this unless you're on a computer or an iPad, I guess. So this is not available on phones, I'm afraid. But if you hover over the screen where we're streaming, you will see on the lower right an icon that will allow you to see which cameras are available and choose from them.
Yes. So about the pools, we actually have a small change in one of the pools. In pool B1, Guillermo Martinez has withdrawn because he didn't have the ability to come here, the possibility to come here.
The pool will work as announced, except some of the everybody will get one buy, so there will be one match less on that arena, and that is the only change.
Yeah. So just so that you know that, so there will be 63 athletes, not 64 as we said earlier. So now the officials are doing the startup checks with all the athletes, checking that they have the right protection, the groin guard and the gloves, and checking that they have um, approved sabers.
They will also go through a short briefing in which they will go through the rules and how they want the matches to go on. They will probably go through the changes because we received a new ITR a couple of weeks ago, and so they
Yeah,
will go through all the changes and what they actually mean in combat.
exactly. Um, and also they are probably talking a little about cards and penalties. Should we?
We should.
Yes. So in LudoSport competitions, we have 4 cards that you can get if you do something wrong. The first one is the white card, which is mostly a warning. You don't get any penalties for it, but it's a way for the official to say, don't
Think
continue to do that because it might be dangerous, it might be against the rules in some other way.
it might be dangerous to other people or to yourself. You can be warned if you do something that might hurt yourself as well. It
Exactly.
doesn't have any other consequences, but if you have 3 white cards for the same reason, you will get a yellow card for it.
Yes, and the yellow card, that is if you do something repeatedly, as we said, with the white card, or you do something that is actively dangerous, so that you actually might hurt your opponent badly, but you don't do it out of malice, you do it
Out of an
uh,
accident.
yeah, out of negligence, basically.
You can also get a yellow card in case something happened that should have given your opponent a point. And in that case, the official needs to be very clear that he's giving you the yellow card not because you did something wrong, but because something in the situation prevented the other person actively from getting a point. For example, if you misdeclare an E. If you say E and don't open up as you should, and the other person actually tries to go for the point and is prevented because your saber is still in the way, then
Exactly.
the judges might call a stop and say that was actually an O. It was you will get a yellow card, but you did nothing wrong. It was just something that happened because your sword was in the way, but the other person should still get the point.
Yes, and the yellow card, the consequence of a yellow card is that the assault is stopped, and your opponent gets the point. So it burns an assaulto, and your opponent gets a point.
Then we have the red card.
Yes,
That one you will get. That one is actually a penalty. You will get it if you do something that is actively dangerous. You might get it because you do something that is dangerous repeatedly, or just because it was dangerous, and it's seen as you did it on purpose. You knew that it was dangerous, and you still did it.
yeah, it's malice basically. And when you get a red card, the consequence is that your points is reduced to 0, and your opponent gets 1 point.
And the
So
match is done.
yeah. So if me and Olga would fight and I have 2 points, Olga has 0, and I do something that gives me a red card, my points will be reduced to 0 points, and Olga would get 1 point.
And the match is finished, and I won,
Exactly.
basically.
Um, and then we have the one that we hope will never
Mm.
be distributed.
We
Uh,
hope to never ever see it other than because it was on the pile of cards on top of the table.
exactly. It's
And
the black card. It's well, that's when you actually assault someone, like hitting someone with the intent to hurt them, and being rude in the arena, cursing, swearing to the judges, and yeah, being a bad example of a ludosporter, basically.
basically, yes.
And the black card means that you are disqualified from the tournament completely.
and you need to leave the premises.
Yes.
And you're not allowed to come in while the tournament is ongoing. But also, both the red and the black cards have more things attached to them. They need to be sent to the income panel for evaluation, and you might be requested to not to be in a tournament for maybe 2 or 3 years, or maybe not ever again. You might be requested to leave the sport.
Exactly. So, what I know, we have distributed one black card ever in LudoSport history, and everyone in LudoSport agrees that we don't want to see it ever again. Well, it seems like the games are starting now, so let's switch camera.
We have one briefing still going on.
So here we have the Arena 1 and 2. We will start talking about Arena 1, where the first match will be between Ebba Liljerud of Sweden and Chris McGuire of UK. Um, and we're waiting for them to start a little, but there seems to be some conundrum upon starting, so I'm thinking we should go for talking about Arena 4. Yes. We switch to Arena 4. We switch to Arena 4. There we switch to Arena 4. So here we see Luke versus Daniele Maggi.
Daniele Maggi is the one that told me he would be doing only Form 1 and 4, so now
Yeah,
we'll
okay.
see.
So let's see. There he went for Form 2.
No?
No, not. Yeah,
He
sorry.
went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Daniele from Italy is the one in black, and in red we have Luke from the UK. Let's see. Luke won. Now seems like the match is starting over in. So, in Arena 1 we have Ebba in green and Chris in black.
Eba is wearing eye protection.
Yes, it is not a obligatorium to have, but many choose to have it. So let's see, we have Ebba is doing Form 2.
And she has a very explosive and fast style. She hops
Yeah,
around a lot.
yes. Let's see, she got a point where she stretched out and got a hit on the air. Let's see what happened. It seems like Chris is. Well, his footwork is.
They're quite well matched, but
Yeah, they
they
are.
seem to be holding to Horizonte
Yeah,
degli Eventi. They're
yeah,
never really out of reach. They're very close to each other.
yeah. It seems also that Ebba is taking control over the center of the arena while she's forcing Chris to circle
Go
him,
around,
circle her.
yes.
Yeah, let's see.
She is controlling the
Yeah,
space.
yeah, but now she's going on to
Form
Form
1.
1, yes. She's right now training course Y, so she has a few Form 3 things in her arsenal, I know. Um, let's see here.
And now the judges are calling a tempo, which is a pause in which they will discuss, because apparently they didn't see the same thing. And that's why
Exactly.
we have two officials. The decision still lies on the person closest to us, and what he says goes. But he always takes the other person's
Yes.
opinion into an account. And the
Yep.
match is done, and it was a
Yes.
1-1.
So that's the win for Ebba. And then we move our focus onto the second arena, where we see Jeremy from the US and Guillermo from Spain.
Jeremy is going for Form 9.
Yes,
He
we
has
will
a
have our first
staff.
check on our Saber staff. So let's see what happened. We're waiting for the judges to enter the results from the last match. So we're waiting for that. Mm. So let's see. In this arena, let's see here. This is the arena where we have one bye for each uh,
Competitor.
player also. So, but we haven't had one bye there yet. But let's see. Sometimes there will be a little waiting time between matches, but
In Arena 1,
we have
we have Josh versus Alessio.
yes. Where Josh is actually a technico in form, of course,
Course
why?
Y.
Yeah. So I'm impressed that he is not going for one of the double-bladed styles right now, just to show. Oh, now they're starting in the second. Let's see here. Guillermo is the technico course or form 1. He was the one who actually uh, made me an instructor. Um,
But he's going for Form 3. And he's
yes.
very fast and very clean
Yeah.
with it. And
Let's see here.
it's interesting to see how stuff works in actual combat.
Yeah.
It seems like Jeremy is more interested in doing spadalunga and reaching
Oh,
and using the far reach than to using it for blocking.
indeed. So it was a pareggio, which means that they tied for one point each. So let's see, should we change to
We
Arena 3 and
can move
Pool
on
C,
to Arena
where
3.
we right now have a match between Simone Mascolino and Francesco D'Adosio. Let's see here.
And it
Yeah, which
just
now
finished.
we're done. So now we will see another staff fight where Carlos Jimenez from Barcelona comes up against James Bridcut from the UK.
And he's wearing full face protection. This is also not necessary, but you can do it if you feel more comfortable like it.
Yes,
And Carlos is also going for stuff. This is exciting.
this will be fun. So let's see here. We're waiting for the judges to enter all the. Yep, now we go. They salute and on they go. Let's see. Oh, this is beautiful.
Yes, it
Carlos is
is.
so active with that stuff. Yeah,
He's using the multi-defense quite a
yeah.
bit. And
Let's see. Oh, so the staff has one big problem, and that is the big hilt,
hilt.
which you can hit with mainly form 2 to get an E. But Carlos is moving it. Yeah, that's a show off. That's a show off. But it was beautiful. Beautiful indeed.
I was about to say that James was looking for an opening, and I guess he found it.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically,
Apparently.
yes. That's
Let's see here. Let's switch focus to Arena
Number
4
4.
and check the match
They've
between.
just called a tempo, and it's
Yeah. Let's see
Matthias
here. Yeah, it's Matthias Plane
versus
and David.
David Gomez.
Yes. Matthias is from Sweden and David is from Spain. Let's see here. 2-1 to Matthias. So next match will be between Joe Jarvis and Maxime Antoine. Maxime is from France and Joe, I believe he's from England, the UK, I believe. Yeah, I shall check in my phone here so we get the right information. Um, let's see here. Who was it? It was Joe Jarvis. No, Joe is from the US. Let's see here. So the official told them something. It was a nullo. They didn't. It wasn't clear enough.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a stab. We're not allowed to stab in LudoSport because the blades doesn't have any flexibility to them almost. So a stab is really dangerous. Often is awarded with a card. Um,
But we can see that it was not on purpose because the person
Exactly.
with the person who was at fault actually stopped and apologized. Did it go well? Are you all right?
Yeah. And here she goes. So it was a hit in Missoura, which it means that it hits an E, but it's close enough to be an O, so it gives a point. Let's see, Form 2 versus Form 2 now.
And moving into the last
So,
assalto.
last assalto. So we do 3 attacks, and then the match is over. Now in the pools at least.
Would you like to explain what happens if they step outside the circle?
Yes, if they step outside the circle, you give a point to the opponent basically. So yeah, should we switch back to Arena 2 and 1? In Arena 1, we right now have, let's see what we have. We have Justin versus Luis
Is that
Perea.
Luis Perea? Yes.
Yes, it's the one who came in 4th place last year.
And he's still wearing full face protection as well.
Yeah, he's Form 4 right now, so. And Justin is doing Form 2 and Form 1, so yeah. One zero. Let's see here. Yeah, I know that Luis Form 2 is mean because he's so tall. He has such a long reach. On
And
top
he's
here.
mixing philosophies. He's going for the Form 2 form, but using the Form 4 philosophy on it. And there
Yeah.
we have our first roll of the day.
We love rolls. Rolls are cool.
Rolling is good.
Yes.
That was a great point.
Yeah, great match. So let's see what's happening in Arena 2. There we have gone a little further in the. So here we have Jason Benson versus Mattia Sant'Angelo. Mattia is in yellow and Jason is in gray. Uh, and we see that Mattia is doing a lot of Form 4 and rolling and stuff, and it's.
He lost a bit of direction there, and I think he got a point because of it.
Yeah, I think so too.
It was a bit unclear. I think it might have been a
Let's
dopey
see here.
also.
Yeah.
Aha,
No. Oh, so 1-0
there we
to
see.
Matteo. Oh, Form 4. Form 4 is nice. Let's see here what's happening.
It's fantastic to see how athletes evolve in their styles and how they can choose one style and apply the philosophy of another. And that
Yeah,
is such a wonderful thing to see from year to year.
yeah.
That actually requires deep understanding of the sport.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So 2-0 to Matteo. Oh, that's a nice spin. I think Matteo is actually doing a little Form
3.
5 movements also.
I've seen a lot of Form 3.
Yeah, yeah, he is doing a lot Form.
And
Oh,
that
that's
was wonderful.
wonderful to see. That was a good match. 3-0.
And we can move on
Yeah,
to
let's go for the third arena where we have James Bridcut and Thomas Arntzen. No, they haven't. Let's see here where we are. I think they are a little behind with entering the points into our system, so I can't really see who is against
Yes,
who.
I'm sorry. When we doubt about the names, it's because they are taking their time and entering the points, so we don't know which match they're on actually, and we need to rely on our knowledge of the athletes to
Exactly.
say who it is.
But I would say that this is James versus Thomas because next is Carlos again in this and he
And
has the
we know
staff.
James.
Yeah, exactly. And we know
And Thomas has his face
Thomas
covered up,
also.
so it's
Yeah.
probably
So it's
Thomas.
the UK versus the US, I think. So let's see. We're waiting for the style judges, but we can talk about
Salute.
Daniel's match over here. He is facing Matteo Bergamasco. Let's see here. Yeah, now they started in Arena 3. So Thomas has a mean form 2 also because he is so tall and has a reach. But James,
He's really agile,
yeah, and
and he
he's
can
using
read your movements.
form 3, the form 2 killer
Hmm.
basically.
James has a good arsenal on himself as well. He was on CIS for course Y
Yeah.
this last year, so
Mm.
he can use pretty much
Yes.
things from every form. Um, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, it's a wonderful blade work from James.
Yeah,
But
but James is
that's a good one.
really
Mm.
fast.
Good one. In the fourth arena, we now have Daniel Barlow versus Luke Tull. So we have UK versus UK. Uh, Luke in red and Dan in green. Let's see. Uno pari. That's one tied at 1 point. Let's see. Oh,
That was a beautiful dominio. Did you see that dominio?
yes. They are both are very good. Let's see who got that one. Nullo. It was probably an E before an O, so it wasn't. It didn't count.
It was a lot of really fast movement. I
Yeah.
could see 2 O's and a
Let's
couple
see
of
here.
E's, and I can't really tell what the order of those was. I am quite happy with what I've seen so far. I don't think
Yeah.
we have anyone with trouble with their declarations this
No, they
year.
are good with declaring themselves. So good one.
I would like, could we move on to arena number 3 if they're not done yet? I am so
Yeah.
curious to see what they're doing. It's tough.
1-0. Yes. Let's see here. Here comes the stuff. And Carlos is also Technico of course Y, so he has.
But he
Let's see.
was facing a really active Guardia, and that can destroy many an
Oh
athlete.
yes. Oh. 1-1. Let's see.
I think that is why she went for Form 1 and nothing more.
Yeah.
Well, she's changing a little bit, but an active Guardia in Form 1 is so very
Yeah.
effective.
Let's see what happened here.
And here we see that sometimes the judges, when something is unclear, can ask the athlete for their opinion on how it felt.
Yeah.
She is not allowed to say, I hit first. But
Exactly.
apparently she did the right thing and said, no, he hit me first. He
Yeah.
deserves the point.
Loyalty declaration, which is so
Yeah.
important in this sport. So should we move on to next arena?
We can move on.
Yes. Uh, so let's see. In the arena 1, we have now. Let's see who this is. This is Chris McGuire again versus
Alessio
Alessio
D'Arrigo.
D'Arrigo. D'Arrigo? Is it?
D'Arrigo.
D'Arrigo. Okay.
Alessio was 4th place in style last champions.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what
Why did
happened.
he?
He said via and then there
Said
was
stop.
something.
I believe. Yeah. I think he started first and got over the line.
Ah. I would like to remind our viewers that they can change their screens if they like.
Yeah.
If you're on a computer or an iPad, you hover over the image, the sending, and one of the icons to the lower right should show you which cameras are available to you.
Yes.
The other camera where we are not watching and commenting will be silent.
So the thing I've thought about with Chris is that he has a really wide guardia um, with his feet, and he still has that when he's doing Form 2, which is not optimal, maybe.
Well, if you're so balanced, you can't be that explosive, I guess.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. So let's see. The judges are discussing what's happening. Oh, 2-0.
Oh, I see what you mean about the wide guard there.
Yeah.
But that
But
must be an advantage when he's doing Form 1.
yes, as a Form 1, it's an advantage, but while you're doing Form 2, you need to be more on a line with the feet to be explosive. I'm talking a lot with my hands. 3-0, yes. Let's see.
And on arena number 2, we have
Let's see.
Guillermo
Guillermo versus Jason.
versus Jason, right. And they're both trying their Form 2s.
Let's see here. Yeah, that's the dangerous thing with Guillermo. Sometimes when he fights, he goes so low down and you're not prepared for it. So he just explodes through every defense that you have.
It's not really dangerous. He's just very good at
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's what I mean. So he won't hurt you because he has a lot of
Control, yeah.
control.
So now we have Piero and Jeremy.
Yes. Piero, I think he's from Italy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Jeremy has been playing with the stuff for a long time.
Yeah.
Not necessarily one of ours, but when he heard that we would have a form based on stuff, he was so excited.
Yeah, he was so happy. But that was a
He was going to compete with the long blade, the
yeah.
regular long blade, but everybody started asking him, why aren't you going for the staff? And so here we are.
So what we saw there was that Jeremy actually went outside of the arena, so it got a 40.
And
So
we can move on to
yes,
our arena number 3.
there we have Thomas versus Francesco D'Adosio.
About the previous match, Piero is technical in Form 2.
Yeah,
So
that's
his Form 2 is formidable.
yeah, indeed. Yes, let's see what happened. Um, so we're in the middle of this match, so yeah, uh,
It was just ending.
Pierre won. Now in the uh, comes Lea versus Gaia. Uh, so Lea is
Peps.
Peps, yeah, but I don't see her anywhere.
She's right there in the middle of
Yeah,
the
she's in the
arena.
arena. I'm blind. I'm blind. We're just waiting for Gaia. Yeah. But soon it will be time to switch style judges in the different arenas. So that means that the games will pause up so that every match is
And
yeah
here we start.
is on time with each other. Let's see here. What are we waiting for? So it's good that you help each other finding the switches to switch cameras because it's hard for us to explain while we're trying to keep focus on the matches. Um, so let's see. Now they start. Both go for form 1 to the beginning. Let's see. But sorry, Leia is really formidable with form 2. She's fast.
She was in Sisters last summer.
Nullo, okay. E before Ober probably.
They're switching forms between 1 and 2 for the, I guess it's for the extended reach.
Yeah. Okay, here comes.
The first card I've seen today
Yes, same here.
for both,
Yeah.
apparently.
A white card. Did you see why? Or
No, I
no?
did not.
But yeah, it was a white card. It might have been a misdeclaration or something. Because they both went in and I thought I saw an E, but no one declared an E. And the Doppio, so that burned one
That's
of their
probably what it
attacks.
was.
Let's see here.
And that was a clear oh. I think it's wonderful how you can have a good duel only with form 1.
Yes.
Even though they're changing from 1 and 2.
Hmm. So let's
And
see
here's the
here.
judge asking again what the
Yeah,
opinion of the athlete is, and she's saying, no, I was hit on an O
good.
target.
That's good.
It's
I
good
like that
sportsmanship.
Gaia is so honest.
Yes.
That's something we need a lot
Mhm.
of. So should we
We can move on
get our
to
focus to number 4, where we have they have already switched to that style judge and
Mattias
going
Plane and
versus
Matteo Bergamasco.
Matteo Bergamasco. Um, Mattias is one of the Swedes, and Matteo is
And Matthias loves form 3.
let's see here. Let's see. 2-1 victory for Matteo. So here comes up David Gomez from Spain and Maxime from Paris, or France, I should say. So let's see.
I'm sorry, I got distracted about with the match on Arena 3.
Yeah, me too.
That,
It's
that
a
was beautiful.
cool match, and Arena 4 hasn't started yet, so we can talk a little about that.
Yes.
So we have Esther Lancha from Spain, and we have let's see who more we have. And we have Francesco D'Adosio. Let's see what happened.
I think she got
What?
hit. I think she got dizzy.
Okay. So well, in Arena 4, David and Maxime has started, and both of them are going for Form 2 right now. I know that both of them have Form 3 in their arsenal, so
And there we could see a little bit of form 3.
What?
He actually, oh, yeah. She actually went for form 3.
Yes. 1-1.
Form 3 is very, very effective against Form 2, but then again, every form has some sort of efficiency against all other forms, and that is why you can compete against anybody.
Yes. Let's see here. So David has now he's going for form. That was a
That was a
let's see here.
Spadalunga, that's the only thing I can say.
Exactly. Yeah.
But we'll see
Yeah,
what,
Doppio.
yes, she declared a Doppio.
So 1-1. No winner. So
And
let's see. Let's switch back to Arena 1 where we have Justin versus Josh.
Josh.
That's a fun.
I thought I spied Josh earlier dual wielding, but now
Oh.
he switched back to the longsword.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's just having a little fun right now because since everyone will get into the
Elimination.
eliminations, they don't need to worry about losing matches that much today. So today we will see a lot of fun stuff.
Or at least a lot of people doing things just for fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And here we have another
Yeah.
judge asking the athlete what they thought.
See, so Isu also no point, no low. Uh,
But they did not burn an assalto.
exactly. So Josh has impeccable footwork. It's so it's really fun to see his feet. Uh, let's see here.
Apparently the judges are not in agreement on what they saw. I saw a very clear oh.
On
Uh, I thought Josh got a point.
Justin.
Yes, I know on Justin. I thought yes. Okay.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Uh, Justin has had a thing that um, he hasn't been able to train for like 8 months because he has
Oi.
moved away from his academy down
Oh.
south in Florida. So he doesn't have an academy to train with right now.
Now I
Uh,
see one of the athletes has needed to change the saber because apparently the top flew off of his
yes,
blade.
exactly. We're
So
not the top when it flies off. The tip of the blade becomes a little
sharp.
sharp. Yes, that's a good word. So it gets dangerous to fight with. So we're waiting for yeah. Now he has a new blade to fight with. Here comes Form 3. And 2. And oh, look at
And he
that.
just
Look at
knows
that.
this.
He's
They both are really good.
yes, there. Let's see.
He called an E before the point. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I would say so too.
ISO O, so we're still
1-0.
on.
Let's see here. They are good at making the other one walk to where they want
They're,
him to be.
they both
So
have the command of the space, and
yeah,
that makes this fight quite exciting to watch. None of them actually dominate the center.
exactly. They just
They
move
have
around the center instead.
beautiful dynamics.
Yeah. This is one of the most exciting matches I've seen today, I must say.
Mhm.
I'm getting quiet because I'm so into the match. It's so beautiful. So I'm really excited.
And I think the judges probably agree, and that's why they have
Yeah.
to.
Oh,
Oh,
yellow card.
I would love to hear the explanation for that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. They see it better than we do,
They are
so they
closer and they're
probably
moving around. They have a better angle.
yeah. So let's see. In arena 2, we have let's see, Nesh Thompson and Marco Brondolo. Um, Marco is from Italy, and Nesh I have to check up. I think he is from the UK. I distinctly remember. Uh, yes, the United Kingdom. So let's see. Nesh in red and Marco in orange. Let's see here. That was yeah.
We come to this level of tournament and things happen really fast. And most of the time, I want to say something about a technique and it's gone. And
Yeah, it's just and it's gone. But they let's see here. A white card for Nesh.
that was, I guess, a problem with the declaration.
What?
A problem with the declaration.
Okay, yeah. 1-1. Then Nesh is going for form 2, and Marco is now doing form 4 and 2 and 3. But
And
let's see.
we have different ways in which the judges handle a tempo. Some judges require that the athletes leave the arena
Yeah,
so they
exactly.
can meet in the center and speak without being overheard.
Mm,
Some other judges uh, don't care what the athletes do and they request the assistant to come uh,
exactly.
to the main judge.
So let's see here. Switch.
We
Yes.
can switch.
In the C arena, or arena 3, I mean,
Yeah,
we have Simon
Lia.
Mascolino versus Lea Villam Peps. So let's see what's happening.
She went for a low attack,
So
and
one.
I think his blade bounced and was close to her face, and that's why he apologized. And
Okay, yeah. That's easy to happen with bouncing blades. It's
hmm
so that's a hit. That's the thing about um, Form 4. It's all it's all so many different angles of attacks that's hard to react to.
although the defenses in Form 1 still should cover most of those angles, the
Yes.
defenses in Form 1 are very, very effective.
Well, let's see. In Arena 3, we have something interesting. It's hit um,
Pendente?
yeah, when someone is holding a blade over you,
A
and you
marking
get
pendente. Aha, gravity.
yes, hit by gravity, by proximity. That's what I was going for. And then it's counted as the blade is falling down when you get hit on the hand, and it falls down and hits your opponent. So that's what we saw in Arena 3 right now. Let's see, in Arena 3, Carlos is going up against Francesco. Uh, Once again, we see interesting stuff. Oh, Francesco, I like his style when he goes down like that. It's beautiful.
The thing with the stuff that I have found, I have of course not met anybody like Carlos. He hit himself. So yeah, that's what I was about to say basically.
Yeah,
That you need to be aware that you have two blades and that they're stuck together in the middle and that
yeah,
the one that is behind you might be hitting your back.
exactly.
It
So let's
requires a level of coordination.
yeah. So this is the last assalto between Carlos and Francesco. Um, Oh damn, he's fast.
Yes.
Sorry for the
Before the judge
language.
had the time to call the stop, he had hit 3 times.
Yes, he's fast and he's pain in the legs. As you see, it's a much focus on camaraderie in LudoSport. You need to. We fight, but then we're friends.
Also, Carlos declared an all that, I mean, he hit himself and he declared and he was honest
Yeah.
about it. And
Yeah.
that is also something fantastic about this competition.
Let's see. Whoa, that jump. Damn. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that.
What I
But
found about fighting somebody with a staff is that as long as you keep yourself active and not reactive, you have a real chance.
yeah. So let's move on to Arena 4, where we have Luke versus David. David in green, he has taken off his
Over
combat
tunic.
tunic now.
Yes.
Let's see here. So oh,
Ooh,
oh.
I thought for sure he got a no before that.
So
Yes.
1-1, I think.
No,
No,
that was a
Doppio.
doppio.
Okay. Yep. I didn't see. 2-0.
No, apparently he said no, he hit me first. It was not a doppio, so he was assigned the point
Exactly.
anyway.
Whoops.
And that was the
Sorry
end of
that
the
I got a little
match.
quiet. It's something happened on the other side of the arena that it
Uh,
distracted me.
what distracted me was somebody walking all over the camera.
Yes.
So
So here comes Mattias Plane versus Daniele
Daniele
Maggi.
Maggi.
Since we haven't seen a full match in this arena, we stay for that.
Mhm.
Daniele Maggi is the one that actually creates most of the Polaris that we use.
Yes, and he's also the technical who made me an instructor in Form
Exactly.
1.
Let's see here. They have started. I will stand up so that I can see.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a
There's somebody
beautiful.
standing in the way for us. So
So let's see here. Was it a 40? I think so.
I think he stepped
Yeah.
outside the arena, yes.
So do we have a little? Ooh. So Daniele is doing mostly form.
4.
Yeah, 4. It's a lot of jumping and high guardias, but let's see.
But Matthias has been successfully blocking his
Yeah, yeah.
attacks.
Doppio, okay, yeah. So let's go. Oh, it's so.
They're very well matched, I think,
Well,
and they
yeah, I
both
think so too.
they have a wonderful dynamics as well in that
Yeah,
arena. None of them is dominating the center. They're
yeah,
moving like waves.
yeah. And as you see, the matches are fast. They are over in a few seconds. But let's switch over to Arena 1. In Arena 1 we have, let's see what's coming up.
We can talk about arena number 2. Now we have the athletes on arena 1. That's Luis versus Ebba.
Yeah, Luis from which came fourth last year, and Ebba from Sweden. So let's see here. Um, Luis is going form 4 and Ebba is going form 2. Now, let's see here. So let's see here what's happening. So let's see. Luis hit the ball and got 1-0.
We're seeing, I think, two very, very active
Yeah, they are both very
athletes
energetic in their, and
in
both
their.
have a quite low guardia
Mhm.
again, but a low guardia that's still in the center of Form 2, I
Yes.
mean. Um, let's see. Yeah, good match.
Form 2 matches are so fast,
Yes,
especially with two very active fighters.
indeed. So in Arena 2, we will see. We're now seeing. Let's see. That's Matteo, right?
And Guillermo.
Yes, Mattia
Mattia,
Santangelo and Guillermo. Um, ooh, that's a.
I need to say that I love watching Guillermo fight.
Yeah,
And
he's.
Matthias is such a good match for him.
Yeah, they are both so energetic,
And
but
controlled.
yeah, and Guillermo is so moving him where he wants to be.
Yes, but Mattia is reacting exactly as he should. It
Yes,
is a
exactly.
wonderful thing to watch.
Yeah. So next match in Arena B is actually the last of Arena B, which is Nesh Thompson and Jeremy Keller. So staff with Jeremy, and Nesh goes for the ordinary long blade with Form 1 and 2.
So in this arena is the one where we had an athlete missing, so this is why it's
Yeah,
going to be over a lot faster than the other two.
exactly. So let's see. Here they go. Well, if we're going to compare Carlos in Arena 3 and Jeremy with in the Arena 2 with staffs, Jeremy is a lot more passive. He's waiting for the opponent to do something to be able to react rather than act on his own. Um,
I think, and this is my personal opinion, I have never fought with the staff in my life, but I think being reactive is a good idea because your blades are shorter and you have a
exactly.
longer E surface in the form of the longer hilt.
Yeah,
So unless you know that you're actually going to hit, you probably shouldn't extend that much.
that is true. Yes, because every move you do with the staff, you expose the hilts. So, and that's the problem. So let's see. The let's see here. As
And
you
there we
see,
saw
he's just fishing for hits right now.
what we saw was him getting a knee on the opponent and trying to move in, but the
Yeah,
blades are too short.
exactly.
Shorter than we're accustomed to, not
Yeah,
really too
they
short.
are the blades of a staff is ish 78 centimeters, and we are used to 88. And those 10 centimeters, they do a lot. You don't think so, but 10 centimeters is. Did he hit himself?
No,
No, he
no,
didn't.
he didn't.
Okay. Yeah. So, Arena 3. Now we're done with Arena B. So, Arena 3, where we have, yeah, Carlos and
Joey,
la 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 la.
Joey.
Thomas, yes. So, Carlos is, as you see here, Carlos is a lot more active than
Jeremy.
Jeremy is or was. Um, it also seems that Arena 3 is a little behind with their matches. So in the end, we will comment a lot on their matches in the end. Let's see here. So Thomas has such good
So yes,
footwork.
I
But
believe actually Carlos is a lot more active in his guardia.
yeah,
He
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 has an active
moves
guardia.
and twists around a lot, but he's also waiting for an opening.
Yeah, he is.
I think we can move on to arena number 1, actually,
Okay. Yes. Where we have
where we have
Ebba
Alessio
and
and Deba.
Alessio. Yes. So
I think we just got the end of it. I was very interested in seeing Alessio's
yeah.
style.
But now we get a match between Chris and Josh. So we have UK versus UK. Let's see here. So here we have.
And there we have that Guardia.
Yeah, that big, the wide Guardia.
Yes.
Compared to, well, Josh also has a quite wide Guardia,
Mhm.
but he managed to make it more active in his feet. One Chris is a little more static.
I see. And that was a nulo.
Yes.
Unclear.
Let's see here.
I still think that Chris is very active in Form 2.
Yeah.
He's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Of course, his Form 1 is a lot stronger, but
Yeah, it is.
he can switch between forms really well.
Oh yes. Mm. Let's see here. Here comes thing where Josh wants to take the center, but Chris doesn't allow it, and that's actually pretty impressive to see.
He has a very good command of the space.
Yeah. Oh, one
And
more.
here we have another one. I did not see anything out of the
No, me neither.
special.
It might be that it hits hard, but I don't think so. No, it doesn't.
Again, they have a better angle. They
Yeah,
are
yeah, they do.
closer.
They do.
And I have earphones, so I can't really hear if it sounded like a hard hit. I can.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's see here. As I said, the um, the second arena is already done with their matches, so we don't get to talk anything about that. So we go to. There are no other active matches, so I think we stay in
I
arena
think
one
we can
and
watch
watch
this.
Ebba
Matteo
and
and
Matteo.
Eva.
Yes. So Matteo is doing Form 2, and I think he also knows a bit of Form 3. Um, yeah, there came Form 3.
I had the pleasure of fighting Matteo during CIS this year.
Yeah,
He overwhelmed me.
yeah,
He
he
walked
really
all over me.
bulldoze
Yes.
all over you.
It's like
But the
meeting a
thing is,
train.
Ebba can do that too.
Oh, yes. Yes, she can.
But right now, Matteo is taking more
Mm.
of the advantage right now.
What I found is that he has fantastic control over the space. He walked all over me. He's like
Yeah,
meeting a train. But
exactly.
she is fast and she is sneaky, and I think
Yeah,
she could be a good match.
yeah. Let's see. Yeah, you see the blade work of both of them. They
Mhm.
always have an active blade. Yes, let's switch over to C, where we can see um, Thomas and Simone. Or Simone, I don't know.
And we got the end of that one. So
Yeah.
we will see next up, I guess,
Next up
Esther
is
and Gaia.
Esther and Gaia. So, yes.
We start by wishing the opponent good luck.
Hmm. So saluto and go.
We've also switched the way we organize the pool this time. It doesn't go by forms, it goes by ranks, right?
Exactly, yeah. So you get drawn according to your rank instead of according to how many forms you know.
Which is
Um,
interesting because you don't need, I mean, we normally do because it's nice,
mm,
but you don't need to take the next rank if you don't want to. So you might find somebody with a great tunic who knows up to form 5
yeah,
and
exactly,
just didn't do the academic exam.
exactly. But that is how it is today. Later on, it won't be that because you need to actually do your academic exam to be allowed to do something after for course Y. So the thing about Esther is that she is in the arena. She's really menacing. You get nervous when fighting her because she looks like she wants to kill you. Um,
When I see her footwork, it feels like she's saying, "This space is mine, get away, this
yeah,
space is mine."
exactly. She's owning the space. So let's see here. Yeah, she's going. She's trying out everything she knows here. That's
So there was a declaration. Somebody said that they've been hit, but the judge said it doesn't count, just go on.
exactly.
And this is why it's so important that as long as the judge doesn't say stop, you don't stop.
Yeah.
Never mind if the point was clear to you or to your opponent. If the judge doesn't say stop, you don't stop.
Hmm. 1-2. Good match. Good match. So let's see.
We can move on to
We have.
arena number 1 again. We have Matteo and
Yes. Let's go
Luis.
to number one
And
because there.
Luis is going for dual wielding.
Yes, this is the first dual wielding we see today, uh, which we comment. It might have happened somewhere else, but I haven't seen it. Um, so let's see here.
I think
Now
Josh
the
dual wielded earlier today. But
one.
I think Josh did some dual wielding earlier today,
Yeah,
but we weren't
we
watching
went
that arena.
there exactly.
Oh, we missed it.
Hmm. So
We
now
have
it's
only one match remaining in that arena, and that's Justin versus Alessio.
yes, and then we will have to focus on Arena 3 because that's the only arena that has matches left. Um, but yeah, let's see here what's happening. So Justin and Alessio.
I'm afraid I didn't see what happened.
Alessio drag past.
Aha,
Yeah.
a finishing move.
So let's see here. Here we have Alessio is all when he wants, he's just taking over the middle, but he sometimes actually gives it to Justin because he wants Justin to get into the middle. But Justin doesn't fall for that. He keeps on the fringes of the arena.
Alessio is very fast, and in the way that he runs around, it can be
Yeah.
very overwhelming for the other person.
Yeah.
So keeping him trapped in the center is a good strategy,
Yeah.
and he gives himself more space for the rolling and the Form 4
Yes.
techniques.
Exactly. Nice.
And that was the
So
last match for
for
Arena
Pool
1.
A, yeah. So now we will focus on Arena 3, where we have a few matches left. We have now Gaia versus Francesco, um, and then we have 3 matches more before these pools are done. So let's see. Oh, Gaia is managing the distance really well, but Francesco is, as we have said before, he's fast.
Not only that, the strength of Gaia is in her form too, and how she uses the long steps she can give.
Yeah, that
But
is true.
he can jump really far.
Oh yes.
So all he needs to do is give himself the space to jump.
Hmm.
And and that's what we mean when we say that he's really fast. Before the judge had the time to call the stop, he had hit 3 times again.
Yeah, exactly. It's bizarre. It's cool, but bizarre. So let's see here.
I'm sorry, we're having a little bit of a technical issue here.
So we come up and now we will see. Oh, we will see Lea versus Carlos. So Peps versus Carlos. And it seems like one of them are going with the dual sabers. Carlos in this case. Um, yes. So here we go.
I think Lea's form 1 and 2 can be very effective
Yeah.
against
The thing is,
dual wielding,
versus Form 8, Form 2 is almost impossible to use because they are so fast.
and because they have 2 blades and that they are
Yeah,
independent of each other.
yeah. So let's see here.
And that motion of a drum, you use one blade to block, the other one to get the E, and the first one again to get whatever point you
Yeah,
want. And that's what we just
exactly.
saw.
So here we have, with the staff, we have 78 centimeters blade. Here we have even shorter. Here we have 55 or
Oh,
60?
65.
60 centimeter blade. So that's really short. So you almost always need to lure your opponent to come in.
Yes, but still, you can use them independently, which means that you can use one to protect yourself and the second one to get the E. And once the opponent opens up, the first one again
Yeah, exactly.
as an attack. So Form 8 is designed to be reactive. You're not supposed to go in face first,
Exactly.
but the reactions are amazingly fast.
Yeah. So Leah won, Peps won. So now it's Francesco again versus James. So let's see here.
I'm excited to see this one.
Let's go. Oh, oh, it's so impressive.
There's something to be said about the
So,
attacks he's performing. There doesn't seem to be anything effective to do against them.
yeah. So
It's like when
it
once he
shows.
shoots out,
Oh,
there's nothing you can do.
exactly. When he gets in, and then it's just.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There, you see?
So it shows that James have seen Francesco do a lot of matches and tries to get away from his
He's
barrage of
he's
attacks,
doing
but
every single reaction I can think of doing,
yeah,
and there,
Francesco is just no,
yeah.
I take this.
It's like, okay, you actually blocked this one. I'll go on the other side, and the other side, and the other side,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
eventually he hits.
So there was a 3-0 there. And here comes the last match, which is Esther versus Simone.
Simone.
Let's see here. And then after this match, we will take a short break to fix everything with the last. So let's see. Form 2. Let's
He's
see
super
here.
dynamic.
That
I
was
mean,
an interesting form to guard. It was very forward,
it was
which invites the opponent to just take a knee on you,
yes.
which Esther did. She just said, "No, I will take this hand because you're giving it to me." Let's see. Yes.
It was, however, very clean form too.
Yes, indeed. Here you got
And
it
there it
again,
is.
really straightforward guardia
Yeah, but he
uh,
he knows how to use it. He's using it to
to lure in.
lure her to
Yeah.
hit because he's moving it. He's not
He's
leaving it
showing the
there.
target with the knowledge that he is showing
She
the
will
target.
go
Yeah.
for it. Yeah. And she's onto that. She's not
Yes.
going for it anymore.
Was that? No.
It
Okay.
was a no,
Yeah.
yes.
I didn't see the hit, but once again,
Hmm.
the officials are standing in a better place than I am. So let's see here. Go. Oh. He's trying to get a reaction out of her, but she's not allowing him to get that reaction. She's just cool. Oh, that's fine.
She was
That's so fine.
cool and she was waiting for the
Yeah.
opening. She timed him perfectly.
Yes.
That was
That was
fantastic.
impeccable. Well, my friends, that is the last match of the first 4 pools. So now we will take a few minutes rest again, and we will fix little technical difficulties that we've had, and we will be back to you as soon as that is done with the last 4 pools. Until then, bye bye. What? Yeah, I think it's on. Yeah, in the Champions Arena.
Hi everybody, we're back and we think we have everything sorted out. The second line of pulls is about to begin. I just wanted to make a little note on the sidelines here. It seems that with the way that we were switching cameras, we tended to land on arena number 3 when the same person was on over and over and again, and I wanted to apologize for that. We were trying to be impartial and divide our time as possible as best as possible, and it didn't work out quite as well. So now we're going to be switching back and forth and trying to be with everybody at least a little bit.
Yes. So that's what we're preparing right now. So now we will switch over to where the pools will be announced, the second pools. So
See you in a
let's
bit.
go. So now during the second pools, we will see half of the athletes again, 32 athletes divided among 4 pools. And we're waiting for the microphone to work, apparently. Um, but as you know, when we have techniques, it never works because technique is not supposed to work, apparently. Hello, Birdie. Um,
We will now have no buys in any of the pools. We have all complete pools. So all the pools will have the same amount of matches and they should go about the same time.
exactly. Uh, each match is at most 90 seconds long, but as you saw during the last pools, they are often a lot shorter than that. But yeah, as most 90 seconds of active game time. So people have a fondness of walking.
In front of the camera.
Yeah, we apologize for that. We have staff trying to make them not do it, but yeah, our staff can't be everywhere at once.
The cameras are very unobtrusive. They're not very visible, and people forget that they're there and they walk. It's not like they're walking in front of them and waving or anything. They just walk without seeing them at all. So
We have very discreet cameras.
yes, we do.
Yeah. So
Now the microphone is working.
not even I heard what she said, but yeah, that's probably good. So we are waiting for the income personnel. The income personnel are now talking about the judgment of the last few matches, the last pools, um, and the head official Ricardo is giving a few more, pointers for the officials. Let's see here.
This also
So,
gives the
if
athletes a
you,
little bit of extra time to warm up.
have any wishes about the sound, if we sound too much or the sound from the cameras is too much, tell us in the comments. We might be able to do something about it. Yeah, go ahead. So now we, as I said, we're waiting for the matches to start. We're, as we said, we are waiting for the income personnel, basically. All the athletes seem to be ready and waiting in all of the arenas. Some of you have called for Joey in Arena 4, and you will see him, possibly, probably, maybe. Um, so, yeah.
What we're seeing now is that the athletes have, while the income personnel are talking, the athletes have a little bit of extra time to warm up, but they seem to be mostly chilling and maybe stretching a little bit.
Yeah. Many of them are talking to the athletes that were in the previous groups, just to like get a feel of the competition and such. Just warming up and having fun, basically. I'm going to
Yes,
take a
the
drink.
people on the left, on the arenas number 1 and 2, seem to be mostly chilling, while the people on the arenas number 3 and 4 have been a little bit more active.
Yeah. Now they start announcing the pools.
Arena 1, Pool B2, Mauro Petersson, Mariana Navas, Israel Suarez, Bloomberg, Pietro Scarica, Marco Conserva, Tim Silva, Darren Kane, Arena 2, Pool C2, Simon Petersson, Pierre Sanchez, Daniel Walker, Joel Oscar, Richard Jones, Fabio Romelli, Andrea Marti, Alvin Johnson, Arena 3, Pool C2, Andrea Ferrari, Joe Bates, Yannick Santa Cruz, Raúl Jiménez, Paul Johnson, Fabio Pesci, Giuliano Rocca, Miguel Corre, Arena 4.
So there we have all the pools called up. I don't know if you heard it that well.
The sound broke very badly on our end.
Yeah. So should we repeat? We have the list.
If you want to.
Yeah, I think it's a good service. So in Arena 1 we have Pool A2, which is Francesco Ferrioli, Cindy DeHay, Jorge Carazo, Robin Ellis, Daniel Listanciari, Moreno Ghetti, Philip Sava, and Michael Christopher. In Arena 2 we have the Pool B2 with Mauro Visinoni, Madian Alalbas, Israel Suarez, Bruce Waller, Pietro Scarica, Marco Conserva, Kim Synneborn, and Darian Kane. Sorry for the pronunciation. In Arena 3 we have Pool C2, where we can see Simone Pedrazzi, Pierre Sanchez, Daniel Ugarte, Joel Povosino, Richard Young, Fabio Bonomelli, Andrea Macchi, and Albin Blomqvist. And lastly in Arena 4 we have Pool D2 with Andrea Ferrario, Joey Peischer, Yannick Santa Cruz, Raul Migueles, Paul Dunsford, Fabio Pesci, Giuliano Rocca, and Miguel Porres. How much did I slaughter those names?
He's looking at me and wondering if I'm going to throw something at his face.
Yes, I am.
I will choose not to make any comments.
Thank you.
You're very, very welcome.
That's heartwarming. But yeah, so
We would like to remind you that if you would like to change the cameras that you're viewing, it only works on a computer or on a pad, and what you do is you hover over the image, and one of the icons to your lower right will allow you to change to all cameras that we have available.
what does that mean?
That means speak less and more combat.
Speak less and more combat. Yeah, that's something we can do soon.
It's not like we control when the pools start. I'm sorry.
No. But the combats will commence soon, because now the income personnel has started the briefing of the athletes. So it will come on as soon as possible. Yeah. So which arena should we start with commenting, Olga?
Which matches do we have? We have Philip Sava versus Francesco Frioli, Mariano Labas versus Pietro Scarica, Albin Blomqvist versus Richard Young, and Paul Dunsford versus Yannick Santa Cruz. I think we should start with whichever pool starts first.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. You are wise.
I was about to volunteer one, and then I heard some battle cry.
Yeah.
I was like,
Se vayan preparando la lección media hora. Por favor, que todos tengáis la bolsita en la bolsa, se vayan preparando. Gracias.
they're calling for the people for the first round of food.
Okay.
One is good. Okay? All the participants, you have done one is good.
So they have started in Arena
Arena
1.
one.
It's Filip Sava versus Francesco Ferrioli. Where both seem to do a lot of form 3 and a little. Oh,
They both seem to have really long reach.
yes. So let's see here. So let's see. Sava and Francesco.
For a moment, I thought he
Bonaparte.
was going for a card in his pocket.
Yeah, me too. I was like, what? What happened? So let's see here. Sava has long reach, but Ferrioli seems to.
He has a good
Yeah.
command of his Spadalunga.
Yeah, exactly. He has a long control. Okay. Yep. So, winner Filip Sava, 2-1. The
None
other
of
groups,
the other arenas have started yet, so
exactly.
I think we're
So
going to
we'll
stay where
watch
we are.
a match between Daniele Stancari and Moreno Ghetti. Probably.
The
Yes.
looks like Arena 4 just finished their briefing.
Yes. So here we go. Daniele to the right and Moreno to the left. We see,
They're both starting by measuring distance and
yeah,
seeing
exactly.
reactions.
And here we see with Daniele that he has a lot of ups and up and down in the hit areas, and that Gatti is too. Getty, I mean. Sorry.
And that's how we see how a very well performed technique with Atmos control can still land a hit in the face.
Yes.
There was no fault on any side.
No. So Arena B hasn't come to the shoe yet, but both arenas 3 and 4 are going. But we're thinking that you should see the rest of this match before we go on to another. That's also one of those jumping things, hit the shoulder and then almost up in the face. Yeah, that's the thing about Form 4. They are everywhere.
Yes, and when they go that low, they get very close to your Saber with their faces.
Yes. So
That's why it
let's
requires so much control.
yeah, let's switch to Arena 3 and 4. Here we see in Arena 3 we have Albin from Sweden fighting Richard Young from the UK. Both of them going for Form 2 right now, and they're having switched up for a while to Form 3 for the Spadalunga.
Albin's form is really clean,
Yeah,
and he looks calm all the time until he
Yeah.
explodes.
yes. But Richard is still handling it pretty well, I
Very
would say.
well,
Yeah.
very well.
Let's see, one assault more.
Richard switched to form 1 and then back to form 2.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I wonder if he was using it to measure distance.
I would guess so. It's quite common use
That was a really good point.
Yeah,
That was a
really
really
good.
good point.
So let's see. We have now Fabio Bonomelli versus Daniel Ugarte in Arena 3.
And we have another dual wielder.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's Fabio. Yes.
Those swords look a lot shorter when such a
Yeah.
tall person is using them.
Let's see here. So you see now that the that Daniel starting to trying to see what Fabio is doing, but Fabio can't do that much until Daniel do something. And as soon as Daniel does something, you see that Fabio is taking the point.
And the thing with Form 8 is that if your opponent doesn't do anything, you need to trick them into doing something.
Exactly. And
It was
in
a bit of an accident. It bounced on the blade and he got a hit in the face.
okay. So in Arena 4 we have Giuliano Rocca and Fabio Pesci. Is it Pesci or Pesci?
Pesci.
Pesci, yes. Going up. Let's see here. The match hasn't started yet because the income personnel is discussing amongst themselves. So we're waiting for that. While we're doing that, we can talk a little about... No, they're starting now.
Oh, that was surprising.
Yeah. So let's see what's happening. Doppio? Yes. So Doppio means that they hit each other at the same time.
It seems that he has a preference for going for the knee.
So
We're seeing
they both are working very well with distance. They are keeping outside of the opponent's reach
but
by the
barely.
millimeter.
And that's when that particular attack is most effective, because you can trick your opponent into thinking that they're outside of your reach by adjusting the position of your hilt to be a little bit behind your body instead of next to it.
Exactly, yes. So let's see here. Yeah, let's stay with Arena 4 for a while, or for this match at least, because we've talked about all of the athletes that are up. So in Arena 4 we have Andrea Ferrario and Joey Peischer, Sweden versus US. Let's see here. So Andrea has form 1, 2, 3 and 4, plus that he's an instructor in course Y. Joey has form 1 and 2 and some form 3 and Y. Let's see who hit first here.
I thought that was confusing. I know for a fact that Andrea hit, but he declared that a hit on himself as well, so I guess...
Yeah.
And that was a Doppio. Okay.
Okay.
She has a better angle. She probably heard it more than saw it. Yeah,
probably, yes. So, should we switch to Arena 2? We haven't
we
watched
can
them.
do that.
So in Arena 2 we have Bruce Waller versus Marco Conserva. Bruce in red, I believe.
I'm sorry, I don't know either of them in
What?
person. I haven't spoken to either of them in person,
No,
but he's on the right of
he's
the
on the right
main
of the
judge,
main.
so
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. So Bruce in red and Marco in green. Um, let's see.
I
A
was
yellow
about to
card?
say that
Yeah.
he has a really good command of the center,
Mm. Yes.
but
The reason that Marco is getting the yellow card here is that he chased with a laterale that seemed a little stabby. I would say that at least, and it seemed that like the official was signing that too. Let's see here. So
yeah, and there he is again in the center. He has
yeah,
he has been standing in the center the whole fight.
yeah. So Bruce is commanding the center, but still Marco won. Um, Up in this arena now comes Israel Soares and Mauro Visinoni. Mauro
Mauro was
is
in the
the
podium last year.
yeah, he came second
Yes.
in did he place in style also?
Yeah.
Yeah. So second in style and second in war. So he is a formidable opponent, so to speak.
And very exciting to watch.
Oh yes.
The final last year was fantastic.
Mm. So let's see, because Mauro is doing up to form 5 actually. So yeah.
I thought it was a knee in Missoura.
What?
I thought it was a knee in Missoura.
Yeah, I thought so too. Let's see here. Here comes a card. Oh,
It comes a card, yes.
yellow one for Mauro.
Because of the declaration.
Okay, yeah.
We're being a lot harder with declarations,
Yeah, which is good.
which is good.
There shouldn't be.
Because it's also necessary.
Yeah, exactly. Since we don't have any like ordinary fencing has their powered vests that tell them when they're hit. We don't have that. We need the athletes to actually tell them. But yeah, you see how Mauro is walking around, and also Israel is doing a lot of good footwork and good blade work. They have such impeccable control of the blade.
Precision.
Pareggio, okay. So in arena 1,
Who do we have? Is that
That's-
Darian? No, it can't be.
let's see here. It's Robin Ellis and Daniele
Daniele
Stanciari.
yeah.
Robin is from the UK, but he's actually just moved there from Sweden.
Oh.
Yeah.
But he's practicing now in the UK.
Yeah, he is. He's in Josh's clan.
That was a fine fendente I saw.
Yes, it was.
Feels like this side, the pool A2, is moving really fast through
Yes.
the ranks.
Yes, indeed. Let's see.
Uh,
Should we
We can focus on arena number 2 with
with
Kim and
and
Darian?
Darian, yes, Darian Kane and Kim. Oh, this is good. So let's see here. This is a good match because we see that both of them actually are having a lot of fun.
Yes. And they're both doing really well.
Yes, they are. That was a good match. Short but good. Let's see.
I think we can.
We should probably switch
No.
over to Arena 3, where we have Andrea Macchi and Daniel Ugarte. Daniel we have seen before, but Andrea haven't. Seems like he's proficient with at least Form 3, since both of them are. And Andrea is good at canceling his opponent's strikes with either his blade or with an E hit.
Hmm. Yes, he's very good at. I don't want to say cancel, but interrupting the other person's tempo, and
Yeah,
that will confuse you as an attacker. Getting interrupted all the time will just throw you off your game.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, looks
So,
like Simone has switched to weapons. He was dual wielding a minute ago.
yeah, exactly. So he will probably do that during the whole pool, I think.
Mhm. So we have
Um,
Simone Pedrazi versus Joel Povosino.
let's see. Uh, let's see.
And here we can
So,
see that his style is also very active with that
yeah,
stuff.
and to talk about Joel, he has some similarities in style with Francesco.
So
He's very active, very fast, but Simone is keeping him at a distance. But yeah, there we
that
have
was
it.
a great point.
Beautiful Spadlunga.
I think it was more a matter of timing. He
Yeah,
was like, okay, I know he's going to lift that blade, and when he does, I'm going for the hip,
exactly.
which is actually a weak point, because that's where
Yeah,
the hilt is normally.
exactly. Oh, let's see. So that's the danger with a fast work with the staff is that it can actually rebound up in the face as it did now. It was just a tap, but it still is dangerous.
That
Let's see.
was wonderful.
Beautiful,
I
beautiful.
mean, it's fantastic to watch Simone do anything with the
Yes,
stuff. He's really, really good at it. But Joel has that quality. He's waiting. He's timing it.
yes. So let's see
So
this
who do we
match.
have?
We have. Have we talked anything about? Let's see what we have in. No, we have seen those. So yeah, now I think we have. Let's see.
Well, we have Andrea over there with Paul. Is it?
Andrea versus in arena for
Is it
Paul
Paul? Yeah, it's
Dunsford
Paul.
and Paul from the
The
UK.
UK.
He's actually the oldest competitor uh, at 52 years old.
And there is a reason he's a competitor. He's fantastic.
Yeah, he's really good.
I mean, they're all really good, and that's why they qualify to be here.
Exactly. And that is also why the officials are extra hard on such things as declaration. They
Mhm.
should be the best, so they should be the best at declaring too. And here we have Paul is also has such an active body work, and he knows how to handle Andrea's blade when Andrea goes down on his knees. And that was, yeah, exactly a
It
point
was
for
a
Andrea.
fendant in the shoulder, yes.
Let's see here. Now I think there will come up two persons we haven't talked about in pool A.
Who do we have
After
here?
this match, we will have Michael Christopher and Francesco
Christopher.
Ferrioli. Francesco we have talked about, but
Mhm.
Michael is new for us.
Okay, but the only arena that's fighting right now is where Kim is meeting Marco.
Yes.
So
Let's see here.
I was about to comment. I never have the time to actually comment because it goes too fast, but I
Yeah.
was actually about to comment that Kim is trying to lock a certain reaction from Marco, and Marco's not going for it.
Exactly. Yeah.
There seems to be a
Kim's getting a white card because he doesn't open up
with
enough.
the declaration. Yeah.
And it's hard with
Two
you're yeah
sabers.
you're used with one saber and then you get it up, but this hand needs to also go up. And I think
And by this hand, you mean your offhand?
yeah,
Because
my offhand. Sorry, I'm not used to not being seen.
now on
So
arena number 1, we do have Michael and Francesco,
yes,
and they both have a very
yeah,
calm style.
yes, they have. I would almost call them, especially Christopher has almost a regal side. He's carrying
His
himself.
posture, yes.
Yes,
But this is how we see that in order to be good, you don't need to be fast. You need just to know what you're doing.
exactly. Know how to handle your opponent.
And personally, I like matches where you can see what they're doing a lot more than matches that are over in 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's true. So let's see here. 2-0 to Christopher.
I was just thinking, comparing it with last year, we have so many more people doing advanced forms.
Yeah, yeah,
3, 4, or 5, not really advanced,
exactly.
not 6 or 7 ever, but 3, 4, and 5 are a lot more common on the grounds than last year.
Exactly. So we check Arena 2 where we have Pietro
Skarica.
Scarica. And no, that was the
No,
last
that was
match.
before, yeah. This is
Or is it?
Madian and Marco.
No, it's, yeah, Pietro Scarica versus Kim Synneborn.
This is really confusing.
Yeah, yeah. It's not easy to keep up with all the matches, but we are trying to.
But we've seen both of them
Yeah,
quite a
so
bit. I
let's
think we
check
can switch.
the arena.
Oh,
Whoa,
oh, that was
that
exciting.
was on the floor. Yeah, arena 4. We're talking about arena 4 apparently.
He chained up a couple of rotations
Yeah,
actually.
so we have Paul versus Fabio Pesci. And Fabio is did a lot of beautiful Form 4 exactly when we switched over, so I hope we will get to see more of that. Yeah,
He did one rotation on the ground, and Paul was into that, and so when he noticed that Paul was about to hit him in the head, he just
Yeah.
kept on rotating.
that is
That's how you use your rolling.
Yeah, I like to see Paul because he is using the tempo of the opponent and forcing him into a forte tempo. Now we have in arena 4 Yannick Santa Cruz versus Giuliano Rocca.
Giuliano Rocca.
See.
It looks like Arena 3 has been on a dialogue for quite a while.
Yeah, that it seems like so. Yes. That's a fast one.
That was a fendente on the lines of I'm just going to leave my saber here.
Yeah, I'm just putting it here, just so you know.
That was really good.
Let's see here. But here you see how Yannick is forced to dance on the line all the time because Fabio is no, Giuliano is owning
It's
the
pushing
center.
him around.
You see, he takes 2 big steps in and then owns the arena. But yeah, this time it didn't work. But oh, 2 new people in arena 3.
Oh,
We have Albin Blomqvist and Fabio Bonomelli. Fabio is going for the dual wield and Albin goes for Form 2. Let's see. So there you have a good declaration with Form 8. Yeah. The thing is...
yes, I was confused about that too.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Okay. You have
So
an
let's see
active
here.
guardia from the formate,
So
but Albim is keeping good distance.
yeah, they
So
are
he-
working a lot with
yeah.
distance in a good way. This is so good to see for me, who is right now teaching a lot of um beginners in Form 1. You see a lot of fights that just go on one line. And here you see how they use the whole arena, which is needed to be a good LudoSporter, to dare to circulate.
Good
Beautiful.
job.
Let's see here.
We can move on.
In Arena 2, we have Israel Suarez and Pietro Scarica, and in Arena 1 we have Jorge Carazo and Daniel Stanchari. So,
The fight on Arena 1 has just started.
yeah. So,
I think he thought he had stepped outside the line, and
yeah,
that's why he stopped.
yeah. Because Jorge got an E, but he never followed up on it. Let's see. Once again, we have good work with distance. They never get closer than they need to, and that is needed for Jorge because he is so much shorter than
Yes.
Daniele.
I've been seeing lots of cercolare, lots of techniques that should give us something
Yeah,
interesting to see in the style points. I'm curious to see how it goes
yeah,
for them in style.
yes. Let's see here.
We have
So,
Mauro again on Arena 2. Mauro
yeah,
and Mariana Labas.
see. 2-0, 2-1. Yeah. So, just because you lose a match, it doesn't mean the match is in vain, because we don't count um, victory points, we count match points. So if you get a 2-1, you still, as a loser, still
Have
get
1 point.
1 point towards your placement in the elimination phase. Um, so a doppio is almost more
Damaging.
problematic to have uh, than a
2-1.
lost than 2-1 game exactly.
I'm curious though, wasn't there? Oh, he did that last year in the
Yeah,
final
last
as
year
well.
in the finals it was so beautiful. So 2-1, Mauro wins.
I'm curious to see how it will work with the placements for the eliminators tomorrow. I think they have a new system. I think we need to check that out.
Yeah, we will check that out so we can talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm
Let's see
switching
here.
over to Arena
In
3, I
Arena
guess.
4 we do have Raul Migueles and Fabio Pesci.
And we haven't seen Raul yet.
Yeah. Raul, yes.
That awkward moment when you both choose the same guardia of a form that has a million
Yeah.
guardias.
But it seems like one of them is a lefty.
Yeah,
I approve.
you as our official lefty in the commission.
Yeah.
So that
So
actually is the downfall of many a good athlete. The fact that we don't have enough lefties so that everybody can train against a lefty.
yeah, yeah. Because in some forms it actually becomes a whole new set of moves that you need to learn.
All of a sudden, something that works fantastically well against a right-handed person doesn't work with a left-handed, and you don't really know why because you've never met a left-handed before in
Exactly. Yeah.
combat.
But like now this isn't used that often in duels, but if you try to do an harmonica from Form 1 on a lefty,
It's the other way around.
yes, and if you do it wrong, you can actually hurt the lefty really bad.
You can break
So
their arms,
yeah,
yes.
so you need to be aware of that. So let's see here.
Now we can
What
move
do
on
we
to the
have?
other
We
side.
take arena number 1. Where we have arena number 1, we see Jorge Carazo versus Robin Ellis. Yeah, Robin is really, really active. He's energetic as a yeah, crazy person. Let's see. And after this match, we will have Moreno Getty versus Cindy Dihey. We haven't seen her, Cindy, yet.
We have not seen Cindy.
What?
We have not seen Cindy. No.
Exactly.
Okay.
So let's see here. She goes form 1 to begin with, but uh, she's
It's a great way to start. When you don't know who
Yeah.
you're facing, Form 1 is a
Exactly.
great way to start.
And as we saw, she pushed into the center of the arena. It went slow, but she took over centimeter by centimeter. And she got the point. Yeah, now that's
Okay.
yeah, she's good.
That's
She's
exciting.
really good. And that will show on her style points also, because she's doing
She's using her Guardia to win the center
yeah,
and to lure for the distance. She's
exactly.
lifting her Guardia slowly.
Yeah. Really good. Really good. I'm
Really,
impressed.
really good.
So let's see here. In Arena B, they are switching style judges right now. Let's see what's happening in C. In Group C, we have Daniel Ungat versus Richard Young, who that's just done.
Finished.
So now comes Andrea Macchi and Fabio Bonomelli. So Andrea in yellow and Fabio in orange, while in Arena 4 we have Joey versus Raul, I believe. Yes. That match just ended too, so Fabio Pesci and Andrea Ferraro is coming up there. So let's see here. Arena 3. Andrea versus Fabio. Oh, this will be a problem. It will be Andrea and Fabio in both arenas.
So we're going to say which arena we're talking about.
Yeah, we're not talking about Arena 3 because I see a card coming. A white card. Because bad declaration, okay. So let's see. Nullo because of bad declarations.
Okay. The judges have different styles on dealing with the white cards. Some judges, like her, they say nullo when it's a white card and then we don't lose an assalto. Other ones are, okay, it's a white card but you still get the O, or
Yeah.
it was a doppio and you lose the assalto and we move on.
Exactly. So let's see here. Yeah. So in Arena 3, Fabio is he's good at charging with his Spadalunga. He's taking the Spadalunga, misses, and then he goes in, which is
He's overextends and loses his balance. But in this case, it's exactly what you want to do.
Yeah.
There.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good one. So in Arena 4, we now have Joey versus Miguel. I don't think we have seen Miguel yet, from a commenting perspective. So let's see. So Joey is going for a Form 1 with a lot of Form 3 elements in them, and while Miguel is going a lot of Form 1 and 2.
But his
Yeah.
Form 1 is a lot like Form 3.
What?
His Form 1 is a lot like Form 3.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
very
he's
dynamic. He's
mixing it
quite,
up
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot. So let's see here.
And there's when you can see that Form 3 is an evolution and
Yeah.
an extension of Form 1.
Oh, that's.
That was close to the
Yeah.
face. It was still on the shoulder.
Yeah. So let's see what we have. We have in Arena 2. We have Bruce Waller versus Darian Kane, where Darian has gotten a yellow card because of lack of Kura, apparently. Um, yes. So Bruce won that. Uh, we shall see here.
I must
And
say, I love that attitude. You know, he got a no. I mean, he suffered a no and he laughed about it, and then they left the arena together
yeah,
discussing, oh, I was doing this, and then you went for this, and that was really well done.
yeah. So in Arena 1 we have Philip Sava versus Robin Ellis. So it's the UK versus Sweden, but really Sweden versus Sweden. So you see how Robin is trying to get in with Form 2, but Philip is denying it at every turn. But that's the problem with
He
Form 3
was.
when they switch from the two high guardians. It's a moment of openness there. No, a moment when they are open and cannot really defend.
Robin was measuring the distance the whole time and looking for an opening, and
Yeah.
there it was. And
So let's see. That
I
was.
I saw Doppio, but
I.
that was a wonderful Fendente either way.
Yeah.
I find it fascinating how Fendentes actually get you points because nobody expects them
Exactly, because in Form 1 they are so hard to
to
get a point
get.
with, but yeah, Doppio,
Yeah,
I agree. But
it was a good
yes,
match. So
yes,
we're switching over to Arena 3.
where we have, let's see, we have Andrea Macchi versus Pierre Sanchez, where Andrea just got a yellow card.
With no explanation.
1-0, yes. I'm happy that we haven't seen any red cards yet, but
I hope we don't have to.
yeah, same here.
So if the judge doesn't say stop, you don't stop. Good.
Yeah. As you see, when both of them are in Form 2, both of them are fishing for the is, but it's hard to reach them without being hit on an E yourself. So yeah,
I had the fishing that
Andrea.
Andrea on the right was using his Form 3 Fendente to lock a reaction that never came.
Yeah,
He was planning for something,
yeah.
and I'm curious as to what it might have been.
Mm. So the yellow card for Andrea came because he didn't declare,
Okay.
apparently. So in Arena 4, I see someone that I don't think I have commented on yet, and that's no, I
Yes,
have.
we have.
It's Fabio
Yannick
and
and Fabio.
Yannick, but we can talk about them again.
We can talk
I
about
think
them.
we have actually covered most of the athletes now,
Mhm.
or maybe even all. So once again, you see we have whoa, that was a
That was a beauty. That
yeah,
was a thing of beauty. I don't know what the comment was, but
yeah.
that was a thing of beauty.
So let's see here. So Yannick is really athletic in his form 2. He's yeah, he's impressive, but it's also
Ah,
that
I, s-
40,
I
40,
saw
40.
40. I saw
I
40.
saw 40 too.
I saw 40 on the first one
Yeah,
though.
me too, me too.
I think it's a shame when you actually give away a point like
Yeah, but it's also
Nice.
it could be a strategy to just push your opponent outside of the arena.
Yes, but it didn't feel like he was getting pushed. More like he was backing and he.
Yeah, yeah, he gave it away.
Yeah,
That's too bad.
yeah.
Too bad, so sad. Bye bye. Miguel versus Paul in Arena 4. Yes, Arena 3, where we have, let's see, I shall bladder it up. Joel versus Daniel. It has apparently been a lot of doppios. It's still 0-0. And this might be a match that might end like that.
The only match so far to end 0-0 is in the
Yeah.
case. No,
Okay, that
nope,
was a good
we've
one.
got a point.
Vad säger du då? Visitore.
And that is the danger with the Dopios. You might actually have a game in which none gets a point and they
Yeah.
will surely end at the bottom of
Yeah.
the pools because
Exactly.
they gave away a match
Yeah.
basically.
So let's see. Shall we take Arena 2 where we have Kim versus Madian Alabas. We haven't talked
I
about him.
think we could actually compare the two. We have
Yeah.
two people doing dual wielding, one on each
Yes.
arena, and they have such different styles.
Yes. 'Cause- So Kim is really, really active, while let's see here. Uh, Daniele
Daniele?
is a lot more. Well, okay.
Reactive.
Yeah. Not right now though.
So,
But that's also some kind of strategy to do a lot with the blades so that your opponent gets flustered
yes,
about what to do.
flustered. Flustered is the word, yes.
Yeah,
Which blade should I pay attention to right now?
exactly. And that Daniele did a lot that last Assalto. Oh, nice.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna switch.
So we have Simone Pedrazzi versus
Simone switched to one lane now. He has had
Pierre
a.
Sanchez, yes.
Yeah.
And there we have Raul versus Yannick, yes. I think that Arena 4 is the one that to be done first today.
No, that I would take bets.
No bets, absolutely no bets. But
No,
watching
no,
the list.
on who is going to be done first. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about all the matches.
Ah, the
Yeah.
whole pools. Okay, no, then I don't know.
So let's see.
It looks like pool C is a bit behind.
Yeah, C is a bit behind. And also A, I think, is a bit behind. No, they are way in front. So, yes, in the third arena we have
Joel.
Joel versus Fabio Bonomelli. Let's see. Oh,
That was
that's
a good
beautiful.
point.
1-0 to Joel. No, to Fabio, I think. He
I thought I saw
So-
a point actually there.
one.
I thought Daniel got a no on the hip I mean, that Joel was hit by Daniel
Yeah,
with a
yeah,
no on the hip.
yeah. By Fabio, you mean?
Sorry, yes,
Yeah.
by Fabio. Oh my god, I am so very sorry. I hate when I mix up names. It looks like Joel has an ability to dominate even when he's going backwards with form 2.
Yes, indeed.
Backwards as in running towards his closed side. Right?
Good one. Good one.
Oh,
So in
we can switch, I think. We have only one arena that is active, so
yes. Oh,
I wonder if that will give him disarmy points.
I hope so. So in the style judging, we have a few categories where you can get points, and one of them is disarm. So to disarm your opponent, and which happened in form or
In arena number
in the
2.
arena, but that should be done with specific techniques, and I didn't see if that was a technique that should be done. So one of our commenters wonders why we don't wear any helmets, and that is because we have this security, the three basic concepts of LudoSport, where the ku means kura, which means that we do every technique we have with control, so it shouldn't hurt. We never do anything towards the face. The only hit towards the head goes up from the top of the head to the top of the head. I mean, so and when you hit towards the head, you should always have that care not to hit hard. So we don't need helmets in this, and even if you would hit hard with these sabers, they don't hurt you. It might cause some pain, but not more than that. In arena number 4, we are just going up with Joey versus someone. Versus Giuliano Rocca. Rocca, I mean, sorry. Sorry about the names.
Giuliano Rocca.
Yeah. So we have Form 1 versus Form 2, and as we've seen with Joey's Form 1 before, it has a lot of Form 3 in it. So so let's see here. Here they go.
We had good declarations and a lot of
Yeah.
dynamics and measuring of distance, and
Yes.
they feed off each other. That's
Yeah.
a pleasure to watch.
So let's see here. Joey's fast. That's both of them are fast.
He seemed to go for the hilt and hit the hilt and then
Yeah.
on the side, but
2-0 to Joey. Let's see what we get here. Yeah.
really
So
good
now-
declarations and
Yeah.
a killer aim.
Yeah. Giuliano is trying to stop every attack coming with a knee.
He was messing with Joey's tempo. He was messing with Joey's tempo and it worked.
Yes. Good match. Good match. Let's see what's happening in Arena 3. We have coming up Albin Blomqvist from Sweden versus Simone Pedrazzi from Italy. Simone on the left and Albin on the right. Let's see here. Albin is a instructor of Form 1, while Simone is instructor of Forms 1, 2, 3, 4, and the course Y.
And technical in at least for a few of those as well.
Yes, he's technical in Form 4 and 1, I think.
He was my technical for my exam, so yes.
Yeah, exactly. And here we see here we see a prime example of someone who is usually quite calm in the arena, which is Albin, and someone with a lot of energy, which is Simone. Um,
And you can't really say that either of them has an advantage. They need to study each other and see where the opening is. They have similar reaches and they need to
yes.
be observant.
Yes. So they are.
Though watching Simone do those things, you never know if he's going to change the grip and come from underneath. And you have
Exactly,
no
he's
idea where
so
he's
fast.
coming from. I think Albin is handling it very well.
Yeah.
You see, there he changes his grip, he changes main hand.
Yes.
I promised I wouldn't fangirl. I'm trying to be impartial, but
Yeah,
that was a wonderful, wonderful fight.
Indeed. So if you're wondering why I'm a little quiet, it's because I'm reading the discussion that happens in the comments right now, where you're discussing that if we have control, we don't really fight, and that's, well, it's a
We
you-
fight,
you-
we're not trying to kill each other.
exactly. We try to touch each other with these weapons. We're not trying to hit as hard as we can, because we don't have protection. We are aiming to be gentle. That's the thing.
And here you see, in arena number 2, we just saw that one of the athletes accidentally stabbed the other.
Yeah.
And the fight got stopped immediately, but the athlete doing the stabbing backed immediately and asked, "Are you all right?"
Exactly, and we are also training to be loose in our elbow joint. So if we happen to stab, our joint will retract immediately, so that we won't hurt each other. So we do have these kind of
Safeguards.
safeguards to not hurt each other, and that's how the sport is.
It's the essence of the sport. That's how the sport is built. We're not
Yeah.
meant to hurt each other. We're not allowed to hurt each other. And if you do it on purpose, you will get banished.
Yeah, then you get the red or the black card. So people who can't control their blades maybe
Can't be
should
here.
look for another sport. So in arena number 1 we have let's see here. We have the last match versus Daniele Stanciari versus Michael Christopher. 1-0 to Michael. And in arena 2 we have Mauro Vicinoni versus Pietro Scarica. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that was a beautiful spin. And this is interesting in arena 1 because they are like almost as tall as the. That was beautiful.
I am trying very hard not to clap. That was unexpected and it was fantastic.
Yes.
He was getting on top of it. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just going to wait here and put my blade here and you're going to walk into it basically.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Beautiful indeed. So let's see here. 2-1 to Daniele. And now in arena 2 we have Kim versus Bruce, where Kim is going for Form 8 and Bruce does Form 2, which he has done.
I'm
a lot.
excited to see that because Bruce has super command of where his blade is and
Yeah.
where his hands are. So I want to see what Kim is going to do about that.
Exactly.
And there you go. I don't think Bruce is giving Kim any space to do what form mate needs to do.
Exactly. He's just defending and as you see, Kim is so
There
unsure
you
what
go.
to do.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now he got
Yeah.
the hang of
Thank
it.
you, Panda1 channel. It's great to hear. Um, and here you see that Kim tries to be more active, but
He's trying to lock the
yeah.
movements.
And the minute he does that, he's opening up. Now he took the chance against
And
Bruce,
got the point.
but it
Yeah.
worked. So we have matches in Arena 2 and 3. In Arena 3 we see Richard Young versus Andrea Macchi. Or is it Macchi? I don't know. Macchi? Macchi?
Maki.
Macchi, yes. Where Richard just did a beautiful Spadalunga. Let's see here. They are calling up the officials to the style judge table.
Okay. In the
For
meantime,
some
I'm going
reason.
to switch
Let's
to
see
the
for
only active
the
arena.
second. Yeah, where we have Mauro. Let's see. So let's see.
We have Mauro and Darien.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
an O, and he didn't.
Yeah, I also saw no.
I saw it
So
on the
let's see.
shoulder. Okay. And now he's getting the warning for the declaration.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
didn't.
Okay.
If it was an E, he didn't open up. So.
Exactly. He was still in the middle. And then let's see here. Oh. Fine. So the time ran out.
And this is the first time in this tournament.
No, I
That
actually heard them
they did.
screaming before, but we were focused on the other arena. So
Okay.
about the other arena, Richard just got a point, and it's
Moving into the last assalto, or no?
no. Let's see.
There
Yeah,
must have
yeah.
been a doppio
Oh
in the
no,
middle.
yes. So here comes the last match of that. No, they have a
No.
lot of matches left.
They have 3 matches left on arena number 3, and it's the last match on arena number 2.
Yes. So on arena number 3 we have Pierre Sanchez from France and Daniel Ugarte from
Italy.
Italy. Yes, thank you.
think. No,
I lost
don't know.
the word. What? Let's check it. You keep the comments up and I will check the paperwork.
So there was a doppio, and we have just lost an assalto, and they're starting on the second one. Looks that they're both going for form 1 again and switching a bit of form 2. They're both being very cautious and measuring the distance. I don't think I had the right angle, but I would say that that was very stabby.
Yeah.
And I think that the judges are probably asking about the same thing. Again, when you're holding with one hand, it's a lot more difficult to get stabby because there's always one angle you can bend your arm into.
Sorry, Daniel is from
He's
Spain.
from Spain, yeah.
So.
And okay, he did get the O. And into the last assalto.
Let's see. Once again, they are both going for form 2, and you see that they are trying to get for the hands. And Pierre. So let's see. Now the officials are talking, and in Arena 2 they are done. So we only have Arena 3 left, where we have this match and 2 matches more. Um, so let's see. It was Pareggio, I think it was.
Yes, 1-1.
1-1.
The first
So-
assalto was a doppio.
Yeah, so here comes Joel and Andrea Macchi. Exactly, tank ready. I completely
agree. Yes.
Yeah, you cannot compare different martial arts or different
Disciplines.
fighting sports, because they all have different rules and different philosophies, which is in this case true. So here goes Joel and Andrea. And once again we see Joel, who is really, really fast, and then we have Andrea, who is a little more straightforward but has a great sense of tactics.
And that's how you see him get a point.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I think though Joel's getting a little bit tired. His guardia is he's going a lot for guardia bassa.
Yes, exactly.
He's not as active as he was in the beginning of the pool. Or maybe he's just waiting for his moment, you know? There we go. And that's enough.
Yes. So let's see here.
It's the last assalto.
Now they are measuring out. Oh, that's beautiful. So spada lunga, straight in, just hitting with the tip. Yeah, beautiful. So
And we're moving into the last game of the pools.
yes, Fabio Bonamelli versus Simone Pedrassi. So this is a fun thing to mention. Staff is not allowed to meet dual blades or staff, and dual blades are not allowed to meet
Dual blades
staff
either.
or dual blades. So if Simone would have gone in with the staff here,
No.
one of them would have. Whoa, dear! I'm fangirling here.
I am fangirling too.
Yes. It's easy to do.
I'm really sorry. But we were requested to remain
so
impartial, but that was
beautiful.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I've been seeing Fabio go for Circolare with.
Whoa! Yeah, that's Simone. That's Simone.
Yeah. If I were a style, yes,
Yeah.
all the points. You get all the style points.
Yes.
Both of you. They're
So let's see here. This is. Yeah. Awesome.
That's
Awesome
brilliant.
indeed.
That was brilliant to watch.
Yes. So that's the last match of today. So
We would like to thank you for being with us today and to say goodbye until tomorrow when we